Welcome everyone. This is my first live stream, and I hope you enjoyed the music at the beginning. In today's video, I want to discuss ActiveCampaign's new landing page feature. It was launched about a week ago, give or take, and I've seen loads of different companies similar to ActiveCampaign where they're really good at one thing, which is the email marketing, and they've gone and added these new features because they want to start competing with the other companies that create landing pages. So that is what I'm going to be going through in today's live stream. So if you don't know me, my name is Jason Kruger, and I help heart-centered businesses automate and build their marketing systems. So now that that's out the way, let's get in to the stream. Now, what I'm looking to do today is to go through some of the ActiveCampaign bits and pieces with regarding to their landing page feature and see how it compares to some of the other more well-known landing page builders like LeadPages, ClickFunnels, and Convertri. Now, what I do have to mention here is that it is still in beta, and there will be improvements coming, but I want to just see what it is at the moment, as I've had a few questions about should I look at this as an alternative and move my landing pages to this so that I don't have to spend the extra money on the landing page software. So that's what I'm going to go through now, and we'll go through it. I'll build a quick page through it, and we'll see how easy it is to do. So I've now just shared my desktop, and this is the screen that you get when you log into ActiveCampaign. Now, what I do need to mention as well is that not everyone will have this feature yet. If you signed up to ActiveCampaign before they actually launched this feature, from what I gather, you will have this in your account. But it might take a little while for it to fully, be deployed to everyone. So if you haven't got it, be patient. It might still be coming. If you are still thinking about signing up to ActiveCampaign, if you want this feature, you will need to go for their Plus account. It's just something that they've stipulated, and any new customers will have to sign up to their Plus account, which I think starts around about $49 per month. So if you do have it in your account, you'll have this new icon down on the left hand side called Site. So if I click on it, you're now given this new screen where you can build the pages. Now, from what I can gather, because they've called it Site and looking at some of their templates that they have, you could potentially build a site using this. I'm not sure I would recommend that just yet, but it's something that you could look at. The other thing that you'll notice as well is that they do have their own domain similar to LeadPages, ClickFunnels, and Convertri, and all your pages will be actually your account, the first part of your account URL and I think it's AC landing pages or something similar to that. If you want a custom domain, that's, again, even if you've got this feature now, to get that custom domain, you will need to upgrade to the Plus account where you can add custom domains to your account. Now, I have had a little bit of a play around with this test page, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and add a new page. And as you can see, there are loads of templates that they've given you already, and some of them, look similar to the other landing page softwares out there. The thing for me will be how we actually go about building them. How easy is it going to be? Because with some of the others, it is it is pretty easy. That's what they're known for, and that's why their software is widely used. So as you can see, they've given you some templates here that look similar to a web page. So you could potentially start using these and then customize them. And they've actually given you a lead generation layout. And seeing as this is what we want to mostly use these landing pages for, this is the one that I'm going to use, and we'll see how we build this out. So what are we going to do now is we're just going to give it a name and click on save. So as you can see, you can customize this, and they have their blocks here, and there's a theme button at the top where you can change your colors for the page. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in here, and we're just going to see how easy it is to change some of this. So again, you just click on these bits, and then you just click on replace. And for some reason it's not giving me a bit to replace it with, so that's maybe something that we need to look at a little bit more. The normal tags for headlines, again, just in here, and these here is where you change the kind of the look and the background colors, etc. And they have a form here. Now, after playing around with this the last few days and kind of researching this a little bit more, there's a little thing here that I find a little bit intriguing of why they've done it this way. So I can add a form to this page. I can click on it. I can give it a bit of a theme. I can add fields to it as well. So I can add first name and custom fields and that as well. And then to kind of move them around, I just click on here and just pull it up. And now it's in the order that I would like. And again, you can go in here and you can change the formatting of this and change how it looks. Now, what I did find out after doing a bit of testing is that these forms do not actually add anything into, well, they add the contact into ActiveCampaign, but they don't add them to a specific list, and you can't actually fire off automations that way. What it actually does is it does tag them, and there's a specific tag format that it gives with the name of the landing page appended to the end, and that's all it does. It doesn't even take them to a thank you page. So once someone signs up, they push the button, and that's all it does. So in that respect, I'm not quite sure why ActiveCampaign would have done this, because you're building landing pages for lead generation and you want to send off emails, and you're not making it very intuitive. Now, the way that they say you need to do it is, once you've got your page here, if you want to add a form, you actually need to go back out of this and create a form outside of the landing page. So you actually need to go to the side here and click on forms and create a new form, and then actually embed it into the landing page, which, again, I don't know why they're doing this. It would have been so much easier just for them to be able to do that directly in where you're building the landing page. I don't know why you need to go and do this as an extra step, because it also means that you've got to do the styling of that in here as well. So let's just go through this. So this is where I can then just normally set up a form and then give the action. So I wanted to subscribe to the master list that I have set up, and then click on create. And once is created, this is again where you can go and change your the headings and the other messaging around here. We can also then change some of the fields. So if I click on standard, I can then just drag this across so that I have first name. And so that's how you'll do this. Once you go further on, we want to remove this as well, so we click on style, go down to the bottom, and we can remove the branding on there. Options, this is now where you would set up where you want them to go once they've signed up. So we go and we want to open up a URL, and then we'll put in the URL of the thank you page. Now you can create the thank you pages in within the account as well. So let's have a quick look at some questions that have come in. Let's have a look. So Denise has asked, can you create multiple pages feeding into the same list? So yes, is the quick answer to that. All you're going to do is you'll create all the different landing pages, and you'll just embed this form onto those, and then it will then go to the same lists, depending on all those landing pages. So you can use multiple landing pages and actually put them into the same list. You'll just be embedding this form. So yeah, you can put your thank you page in here. The other thing that you need to be aware of as well is the opt-in options. So by default, you do have your opt-in confirmation. So this is your double opt-in. If you're not using that, you can switch it off by just clicking on the little toggle and click on save. And then we're going to click on integrate. And then once you get here, what you want to be doing is you want to be copying this. So that's what we're going to do. So we copy that and then click on save. Okay, so Denise has asked a follow-up question to that. So having a different tag. So yes, you can do that as well. What you'll need to do is you'll just have to create multiple forms going into the same list, but you can then just change the tag. So if I go back to edit form before I integrate this and click on options, I can add an action here where I'm adding in another tag. So I can add a demo tag, for instance, and as you can see, this is the link or the tag that someone would get as I called my landing page live demo. This is the tag that is getting applied. So in theory, you could probably fire off an automation, but you're still not taking them to a thank you page or anything like that. So if I click on add, and then I can add that tag there, and then go on to integrate. And if I'm creating multiple landing pages, it will just be a case of just recreating this form and then just changing the tag and then embedding this form on the different forms on the different landing pages. So again, if I go on here, copy this code, save and exit, and now if I go back to my site and click on edit design, now I can then remove this. If I want, so you can just right mouse click on that, and then you can trash it. What we now want to do to embed this form is go to this little block here called embed, put that in there, click on it, and now I can go and remove that and then paste in the code. So now you can see my form is now on this page. So I can delete this bit here. And I can go through and edit this page. Now, if I wanted to add other blocks and all that to it, I can just go to these different blocks and rows and actually just add them in. So if I want to drag this in here, it will tell me where I can drop it. So you have your row in there. I can have a section. So this is a new section, so I could go and just make sure that that's highlighted, and I could give this a different background color, for instance. And then if I actually think, I want this row up here, I can then just drag it, and if I put it in there, it's now giving me 2 columns. So it is very much a drag and drop system, like most of the others that are out there. So in this background here, they've got this little image here, but you can change that all out. Let's see. There we go. Replace. So I don't actually have any files in here to replace it. But yeah, if you just click on that, you can then change it if you have got those bits in there. And then to change the text, just double click on it, and then you can just change some of the styling and all that on there as well. So overall, I actually think it's not a bad kind of first draft of this feature. And yeah, there are definitely going to be improvements. I would definitely like to see this changed so that it's all in this window, and so you don't have to go out to create the form and then embed it, because again, I now can't change the formatting on this. I now need to go back into the actual form and then change it. So if I want to change the button, etc., I need to go in there to make those changes. Now, once I'm done with that, I can just click on publish this page, and I can then give it a different URL if I wanted to. They also recommend to add in all your scripts and all that for analytics, and that is another thing that this is kind of lacking compared to LeadPages and the others. They have their own analytics, so you can just go to your dashboard on those systems, and they'll give you kind of your overall conversion rate, how many people have visited your site, so you don't have to embed other analytic code. But in LeadPages, it doesn't seem that they have this functionality, and they won't until potentially they actually integrate the forms properly into this. But if I click on View Settings, now this is where you would do a lot of your SEO work. So you would put in your an image, you can change the favicon, give the page a title, description, and your keywords, etc. And then also your social media images on there. Now, as you can see, if I click on Files, this is where I could upload my files. So it could be PDFs, it can be your image files, etc. Now, when I say PDFs, if I go back into this page, one thing that they have on here, when you add a button to this page, you can tell it exactly what it is that happens with this. So if I click on what happens on click, it could just open a link, so like a normal button, you click on it to go somewhere else. You can have your jump to section, so when you have your different sections on this page, you could get it to jump to those sections. You can have a download file, so this could potentially be on a thank you page. where you want to be able to give them access to the PDF that they've requested. You could just click on that, and then you would then select the file. So when they click on that button, it then downloads. So that is a function that not all systems have, where you can actually upload the files to the system. And then you have your normal ones again, like call, phone, send, email, etc. So you just need to put in the email address, and it takes care of everything else for you. So that's just kind of a brief overview of this. Now if I click on publish and I publish this again, now it is published, but there's no real message to say that it's been done. And the other thing you'll need to look at as well is to see how these actually appear on mobile. So if I click on that, that's how it's going to appear. So you could then just amend some of the design to make sure that it's looking good on mobile. And this is the issue that I'm finding as well with regards to embedding these forms, is that on mobile they potentially are not going to look very good, because you can see here in their preview it's already cut off these boxes. So now if I close that, actually can we, nope. So I can duplicate it, and I can actually just completely delete this page. So if I close this down, and this is the page where we've just created, and I go view live page, and that's the page there that we've just created. And again, they do have this branding for built with ActiveCampaign. I haven't actually seen within the system where it might be that you can actually take that branding off. It might only be that you can take it off in the Plus account. So that is my kind of overview of how to build the pages with ActiveCampaign's new landing page feature. Overall, I think they've started off with a good foundation. There are things in there that I definitely would like them to change, and at this moment in time I don't think I would recommend kind of dumping your other landing page builders there at the moment. I would still stick with them, let this mature a little bit more. It's only just been launched, it's still in beta, and I would just wait for them to make those amendments, see what other features they might be adding to it. But overall I think it's a good start. And if you are looking just to create some simple pages at the moment, and your budget doesn't lend to getting these other landing page softwares, then this would be a good start. But if you can, I would still go for the other landing page softwares. So if you have got any other questions, please let me know. I can create another video in the next few weeks going through this and seeing if there are any improvements done to it, or if there's something that you think actually I haven't covered properly in this video. Let me know, and I will go through it in another video and make sure that's covered. And again, if you do like these videos, then please subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell so that you get notified when I upload new videos. I'm looking, as this is kind of a new channel, even though it's been around for a long time, but my schedule, I'm hoping, is to create 2 kind of pre-recorded videos a week on a Tuesday and on a Thursday, and a live video every Wednesday. So just to give you an overview of what I'm looking to do. And if you have got any other suggestions for videos that you'd like me to create, again, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll be glad to go through those. So I think that's it from me today. I've enjoyed going through this for you, and hopefully we'll see you on the next live stream.